Hello everybody and welcome to Moto X Games Online here. This is our Daytona preview show slash Arlington recap show. Welcome to it. If you're new to this is your first video of this kind. Basically what I do is I recap the previous race from the previous weekend, in this case Arlington, Triple Crown, and I preview the next race, which is Daytona. And by preview I mean I make my picks. So very complicated video here, but anyway, let's get started. I made a very bad Daytona in the first Supercross game, so we're going to be racing on this because this track works better in a race. Let's do it. So Daytona this weekend, wow, we're already at Daytona. Feels like yesterday we were at Anaheim 1, you know? Anyway, like I said, this track is close enough. If you look at the track map, it's close enough, I feel. So it's close enough to use. So anyway, Arlington, Texas, you could see who I'm riding as here. Malcolm Stewart, because he was involved in an incident that will pretty much take up most of our talking point. If you haven't already, if you want to hear about my Jet Lawrence, Austin Forkner rant, I do have some more information on that. Go check out the video at the top of the screen somewhere in this video. Anyway, let's get into it, because Dallas, Texas, Arlington, Fort Worth, whatever you want to call it, it was a crazy race, very crazy race. We had some takeouts. We had some takeouts, and yeah, that was insane. Now first of all, I want to go over that first 250 main, and Jet Lawrence gets the whole shot and then just absolutely just nails the throttle and goes down. That dirt probably had a factor to it. I've never been to Dallas, so I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of funny, but he made an incredible charge to really save him in the overall. I mean, he probably would have got first. He probably would have. He probably could have went. He probably could have swept it, if I'm really thinking about it now. And third main event, they're all like him, Forkner, and McAdoo are tied, and then he goes into the first corner with the lead, clearly gonna have the whole shot, and he slides out again. That was hilarious. And then third main event, as you know, the incident happened. If you haven't already checked my channel, I feel like I'm just advertising my channel all the time, sorry about that. But if you go back here, maybe a card will pop up in the video. Yeah, Jet Lawrence was very bummed about it, and there's a story that he actually went into the medical truck and checked on Forkner, so that's really nice. It makes me feel better about the situation, but I'll stick to what I said on Saturday night. No matter what, he still cross-jumped him. Like, that's not okay. But yeah, let's move on from that situation, because I kind of have the same opinion as I did on Saturday, that he cross-jumped him. Yes, he clipped the top lock, but he still cross-jumped him, and that's not okay. Anyway, that Cameron McAdoo, very pumped for him to get a win here. Now him and Lawrence are tied in points going to Daytona. This race is crazy, and I honestly, sorry, I'm riding like trash. Oh, honestly, I don't think. We'll save that for the end. I was gonna make my pick right now, but we'll save it, which is good because we got a lot to talk about here in 450s. I guess we can start with Tomac. That is, so he's won how many Triple Crowns now? Let me see. Anaheim 2, 18, Minneapolis 18, Detroit 19, Arlington 20, and Glendale 22. How many is that? Hold on, I'm gonna completely ruin my race and stop and count this. 2, He's had at least 5. I think, you know what? No, I think that was win number 6 right there, Triple Crown wise. So 6 Triple Crown wins, but of those Triple Crown wins, I don't think he's ever won a Triple Crown without winning a race, like an actual main. He did that last or Saturday. He went 3-2, 3-2-2, I believe. That was a really good race by Tomac. Really entertaining one there in that third main event. Anderson, you could say what you want, but judging how his last 2 mains went, he went 6-1-1, I believe. Judging how his last 2 main events went and how that first main event went, he probably could have easily swept that and taken that points lead away from Tomac. That's just my opinion. And Malcolm Stewart has no luck anymore. First main event, he's leading. Anderson's getting ready to make the pass on him. He's going everywhere. Finally, they get to the turn after the first turn. They hit the tabletop triple deal, and then they go in that corner, and Anderson, he took them both out. And that was so dumb on his part, because if he didn't do that, he would have had the overall. And if he didn't do that, Malcolm Stewart maybe would have had the overall. But judging how Anderson's next 2 main events went, Anderson would have clearly taken the points lead away from Eli Tomac on Saturday. But the reality is, he didn't, and he decided to go in there and make that pass. The thing about Anderson is, I know that's how he rides, but the guy's got to be smarter. He has to be smarter. And it's sad, because Stewart was at least going to get second in that race, and maybe he gets a 3rd overall that night, or maybe even a 2nd overall. Maybe Tomac's in 3rd. And yeah, it was very sad, but that actually did. I mean, it still was a good race to the end, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. And that leads me to Cooper Webb. I've heard a few comments saying Cooper Webb got lucky in that first main event because of the incident that happened with Stewart and Anderson. And no, he did not get lucky. I hate that word, get lucky, for a win, or I hate that word lucky, because you put yourself, like, it's kind of like, I said this last week with Anderson and Minneapolis and Chase Sexton going down. No win, no 3rd, nothing in this sport is lucky. You gotta put yourself in that position, and yeah, he was in that position. And plus, it's not like he was in 3rd or whatever and took the lead from them. No, he still had to pass Barcia. So Cooper Webb looked a lot better. It seems like since we went to the East Coast, he's got a lot better. He's been really good on the East Coast. Obviously, 2021, all that season was basically an East Coast swing, and he did really good, won the championship. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get on a run here. Could have won the overall, but crash in the first corner, and yeah, he's not an overall winner yet. Maybe he comes in and stops Eli's 6-win streak, 6 wins or whatever. I don't think so. Eli's dominating Daytona. Anyway, what else do I have to talk about? Barcia looked a lot better. Chase Sexton looked really good last night. He actually was leading the 2nd main event for quite a while until Anderson got him. And I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. RJ Hampshire, back to the 250s here. RJ Hampshire had a huge wreck in the 2nd main event for the 250s. Came off the tunnel jump, and I think he landed flat on his back. He tried to scrub the tunnel jump clipped, I think, Phil Nicoletti, and instead of clipping the top of the tunnel jump and going down, he came straight down, and that was really bad. And now my Lights East championship pick is no more. Yeah, I guess that's all I have here for the recap. I literally thought I had more, but I guess I don't. Daytona this weekend. Hey, Jet Lawrence fans, by the way. Hey, that perfect season talk was short-lived, wasn't it? How do you feel about that? He's not going to win Daytona this weekend. No way. I think Cameron McAdoo goes back-to-back at Daytona and back-to-back on the season and takes that points lead away. I do believe Jet Lawrence gets on the podium, but Daytona is a beast here, and this layout is pretty crazy. This is the same exact layout, this track right here, but the jumps are a little bit different. Anyway, and there's some longer, like this snake section's not here. Anyway, Daytona, 450s. If you're not picking Eli Tomac, you're making a mistake, because Eli Tomac is clearly the best rider at Daytona. Unfortunately, in 2018, if he didn't go down on the first lap, he would have probably won that race, and we wouldn't even be talking about, is he going to become the all-time record holder? He would already be the all-time record holder. Anyway, Tomac, if you didn't know, Tomac has a chance to break Daytona. Basically break Daytona, like break a record here. A pretty historic record too. If he could win this weekend at Daytona, he would become the most winningest rider at Daytona with 6 of them. He tied Carmichael with 5 last year. Can he make it 6? I do believe so. That would stretch the points lead out to 9, because Anderson's probably going to get second unless something happens. Man, I know we talked about the beginning of the season closest ever, and it didn't seem like that as we got to the middle point, but let's be real, it's still pretty close. Any race, anything can happen, but really anything can happen with this point streak too. Like, it's so close. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the racing from Arlington. Sorry I thought I had more to talk about, but I guess I didn't. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.